Hello, genetic students and Outlander fans. My name is Fisher Stines, and today I'm bringing you a fascinating video about the genetics in this TV show. So really quickly to introduce the plot, the main character is Claire Randall, and she is from the 1950s and was a World War II field nurse. She's married to Frank Randall. Now, while Frank and Claire are on a holiday in the Scottish Highlands, they go to this magical place called Craig na Dun. Now, while it may look like a bunch of rocks, it's actually a time travel portal back to the 1750s. Here, she becomes Claire Beecham, and she has a love interest, Jamie Fraser. Now, while they're together at the castle, they actually meet the Lord, and his name is Colin McKinnon. And you can see by his legs there, this person has a real genetic disorder called Toulouse-Lautrec syndrome. There's some interesting decisions that will be made a bit later that we'll talk about. But his wife is Letitia Chisholm, and his brother is Dougal McKinnon. Now, bringing up that discussion on the pedigree. So first off, this is a real disorder, and it actually is autosomal recessive, and really good on the writers. They actually got it completely right in terms of how it's transmitted. So we can see here that the parents, Jacob McKinnon and Anne Grant, are heterozygous, and they're capable of passing on that trait to their son, Colin. But we can look here that Colin actually asked Dougal, his brother, to have a child with his wife, Letitia, presumably because he didn't want to pass on this rare condition. But the question is, was that really the right thing to do? And if you see here, Dougal could have been a carrier, and since Letitia is heterozygous, their son Hamish could have also had the disorder, but just by the luck of the draw, it didn't happen that way. So really interesting decision-making there. But continue to look at the different modes of inheritance. We have autosomal dominant, and this one is not possible. If we look at Colin, for him to be affected, there would have to be that big A allele coming from somewhere. And since neither of the parents have it, that's not possible. Looking at the X-linked dominant mode of inheritance, this one is also not possible because there is no big A allele coming from the mother. And since the father is only capable of giving that Y chromosome to the son, it's not possible either. Looking down here, X-linked recessive is possible. So again, we said that we get the Y chromosome coming from dad, and we need to get one of those X chromosomes coming from mom. And since Anne Grant was a heterozygous carrier, she was able to give that to her son, Colin McKinnon. Going down a bit further then, looking at Letitia, if she was also a carrier, being heterozygous, she could have had that given to their son as well. Looking at Dougal, though, that was a safe bet, and their son would not be affected. Going down a little bit further now, looking at Y-linked, Jacob McKinnon is not present for that trait, and since he's not present, he cannot give the allele onto his son, Colin McKinnon, so this mode of inheritance does not work at all. So that's been the discussion on the pedigree. Really good job to the writers for getting this genetics right, and here are the sources. Thank you.